Hey, what's up good people? Welcome to another episode of Please Worry Not, Darling. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about the Maliang 3D body kit for the Strongarm. Now, I first saw this being posted on Facebook by Enoch. And of course, since I'm talking about Enoch, I'm gonna give Enoch a huge shout out because Enoch was the one that provided this to me. He provided the Strongarm as well as the kit. And he said he thought it'd be fun if I just did an installation video and just did a quick review to share it with you guys. So thank you, Enoch, because if not for you, we wouldn't have this to be sharing with all the viewers that are watching this video. So everyone, I hope you guys give Enoch some appreciation, okay? Because he deserves it. To kick things off, I filmed an installation video of this kit. So I'm gonna show it to you guys first before we talk about this kit in totality and what I think about it, what I feel about it, my opinion and stuff like that. So please check it out. Welcome back. So you guys saw in that installation video, after I was done, I was able to prime the Strongarm now in a few different ways. A few meaning, I kind of showed two, but I've come up with three basically. So the first, of course, is to hold it like a shotgun pump and pull it back like that. And guys, don't worry, the ARs are still intact. This is basically a stock Strongarm, so I'm just gonna squeeze the trigger like that just so it looks cool, okay? The second way, of course, is to grip it like a slide, like for example a retaliator. Just pull the slide back, push it forward and fire. The last is to pull the back like you would normally a Strongarm, for example. Just pull the back like that and fire off. So that's three different ways. Now you might think that it looks a little bit strange because, you know, it's a pump. Why would the whole kit slide? And I gotta be honest and say that it was one of the first things that I assumed that was gonna happen in this kit. I thought that this pump portion was gonna be moving independently, but I realized once I saw the individual parts that this was gonna be a kit that would be sliding up and down the entirety of the Strongarm. And for good reason, Of course, if there was a possibility for this to actually move independently, it would be really cool, wouldn't it? But the reason why is because you gotta pull it back in order for you to expose the barrel or the turret so that you could load your darts in it. Because if you have it this way, there's no way for you to load your darts in. See, it's just too deep. Since we're on that topic, let's give you guys a firing demonstration, okay? So pull this guy back to expose the turret and load it up with your darts. I've got 6 vinyl tip darts, nipple tip darts, whatever kind of tip darts you want to call this, but yeah, I've got 6 of these. So I'll be loading it up into the Strongarm. And you can see that loading it is as simple as day. Of course, it is not as convenient as if you did not have this kit in the first place, because you could just jam darts in there. But, I mean, you gotta sacrifice something for the looks, right? So here we go, just firing off all 6 darts. It's a stock performing Strongarm, so there wouldn't be any problems anyway. Here we go. All 6 darts out, and you can see it's really comfortable handling this kit. Now that all of that is said and done, let me tell you about what I think about this kit, my opinions on this. First of all, a Strongarm is actually a pretty big 6-round turreted pistol-like, I guess you could say, a secondary sidearm, a secondary blaster, a sidearm or a secondary blaster, not a secondary sidearm, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But adding on this kit, although it is really cool looking, it definitely does make it a lot thicker. You guys can see, because this kit is really solidly made. The thickness itself, just look at that. This is crazy. It's like, okay, you guys are very familiar with the F10555 quality of prints, right? Think of that. it is as good as that. Because in the past when I dealt with Malayang 3D or even for example Yang Nima's printed stuff, I gotta say that from then till now the overall quality of their prints has improved a lot, and now it's really sturdy, really reliable, really solid, really strong. But like I said, even though it is wider and of course heavier now, like making the strong arm heavier, that's what I mean, you're gonna have to deal with that as a form of a sacrifice because this kit is just really beautiful. This kit has so much crazy detail all over the blaster. You've got this very beautiful vine motif up here. You've got actual Picatinny rails that yes, you can attach sight attachments or scope attachments. I'm just not doing it because I kind of like this sleek look. You got very nice detailing all the way at the back like that as well. Also, you guys probably have noticed that there are some Greek writing over here, and I don't know how to pronounce Greek, so I don't want to butcher the language. I will put the translation on screen, okay? It is quite cool. It's pretty deep, I will say. It's pretty deep. It's interesting. I want to know what went on in Malayang 3D's mind when they were thinking of this and why they decided on this theme for this particular kit. But I will say that the details on this is just crazy. The cutouts here, the slots here, the pump grip is very comfortable, very big, very wide, very comfortable. Almost like what you would have on a Retaliator pump grip or maybe even a long shot pump grip. Of course, not as wide and big as a long shot pump grip, but you have this lip over here that kind of lets you rest the back of your hand even though you don't need it because it is just a strong arm. But you know, overall, I think it's really well done. You have to take note that you're not going to be using the return spring, so after you pull it back, it's not gonna just return by its own. And even if you did have the return spring back there, I don't think that the spring will be able to support such a heavy load. That's just my opinion. I don't know if it would or would not actually work, but that is just what I think. And overall, I think it's a really cool kit. But here's two small gripes. I would call them small gripes. It's not like a deal breaker kind of thing. First of all, the kit is kind of sticky, for lack of a better word. Sticky meaning that once you push the kit all the way forward, and if you're doing it in one solid motion, the kit is kind of going to stick to the shell. So it's going to take a bit more effort to pull it back. See how it just slipped back like that? Versus if I were to just have it lightly at the front, I could just easily pull it back. See how simple that is right now? But once I jam it forward, it just slips like that. That's one gripe. So for those of you who are handling the kit this way with the top slide, it's not going to be easy. You're gonna have to apply pressure downwards and pull it back. Unless you have a scope or something on top for you to rest your, I guess, this part of your hand on, then maybe. And as a slide version, that's in my opinion the worst, okay, when it comes to this sticky thing. The next small gripe that I have is actually pertaining to this area right here, which is going to affect your trigger finger. Now you guys know I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be handling this with my left hand. Of course, you could just translate it or mirror it to your right hand if you need. You know, it's not difficult, right? But every time you want to fire your blaster, you're gonna have your finger here, right? So here's the thing, when you prime it back, and if you don't have your finger in the correct position, you might knock, exactly like that, knock your finger with this part of the shell. That's how wide it is, so you guys can see. For me, I've kind of hit myself and scraped my knuckle quite a number of times, so over time I adjusted my grip and now I'm kind of like squeezing my index finger down as close as possible to the trigger area, the trigger guard, to make it as flush as possible so that every time I prime it back, I won't hit myself. See? There's no way. But this requires a little bit of user training as you use it on the go, and it's something that I think that should not have even happened at all. I mean, it is a really cool looking diagonal cut here that fits this particular area of the blaster, but I wish that there was I guess maybe just a little bit more, maybe just cut out this area a little bit or just recess it a little bit more, make this cut a bit further and just push it up a little bit, and it could solve that problem. Of course, I think that if you have smaller hands than mine, you wouldn't be having this issue, but those of you who have bigger hands than I do, you're gonna be facing this problem like for real. Because my hands are kind of like a medium size or a large size Asian hand. Well, Asian hands are generally a little bit smaller, right? So that's just another thing that you guys have to take note of, okay? See how close it is to the trigger guard, like that. This portion over here. That's the two main gripes that I have about this kit. Apart from that, it just looks really awesome. It is really cool looking, and I love the fact that Enoch provided this fire, what is this called? Fire red? Ice clear sonic fire. Oh yeah, it's called Sonic Fire. Sorry guys, I've been out of this whole thing for such a long time. This is the Sonic Fire Strong Arm, and I'm really glad that Enoch passed the Sonic Fire Strong Arm over because this combination is just absolutely awesome. Look at that. It's so aggressive, so fierce looking. It's so cool. I love the way the color pops like that. So yeah, that's about it, everyone. That's about it. That's the end of this review and I guess you could say showcase of this kit, this very beautiful kit by Maliang 3D. I know some of you are probably gonna be not liking this whole sliding back action, the whole thing sliding back like that, but I think it's actually quite okay. I couldn't imagine it any other way right now. I just think that the details on this are really cool. I think it's a really well made kit. Installation is really simple, it's quite fun, and of course you are provided with every single thing you need to complete the installation. Now before I end the video, I have some interesting news for you guys, and that is that Enoch would like to sponsor this entire blaster, the entire thing, not just the kit but the entire blaster, for a giveaway here on this channel. But the only thing is I need to know if you guys are interested in the giveaway, so I'm hoping to get about 1,000 likes on this video. On average, I get about 1,000 or 2,000 views per video, and I've got like 12,000 subscribers. So I'm thinking, you know, just playing with some numbers, I think less than 10% of the total number of subs to give me likes should be enough, right? So if you guys can give me 1,000 likes in this video, I would be running a giveaway for this. That was what Enoch mentioned to me. So I'm gonna thank Enoch because he's basically just helping to promote my channel in his own way, and for him to sponsor this, if that happens, then thank you, Enoch. So, you know, once this actually hits 1,000 likes, if it ever hits 1,000 likes, then yeah, I will conduct the giveaway. I don't know if there's going to be any deadline cutoff for that 1,000 likes thing. Let's just give it like maybe a month or so. I don't know how long you guys would take, but generally because I get about 1,000 to 2,000 views on each video, so you guys just maybe just let your friends know, share the video or something. As long as we can get 1,000 likes, if we can hit 1,000 likes, I'm going to be running a giveaway for this, okay? All expenses paid, don't worry about shipping, I will cover this shipping, and Enoch has basically just sponsored this. So thank you once again to Enoch, and that's about it, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking all the way throughout, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Once again, this is the Disillusion kit by Maliang 3D, proudly sponsored by Enoch. I'll see you all in the next episode. Drills pay the bills and teamwork makes the dream work. Peace!